those are just the two that I remember the most. We talked about what baptism means, kind of, and then we would go to, that afternoon, we would go to kind of, they called them prayer workshops. It was just, one of the main goals that weekend was to kind of inform us about different ways to pray. From, I know there's like the ordinary way to sit down and bow your head. We were learning like different things. Like there was one group that did a running program. There was this guy from Durham, I think, and he does this running prayer group, and they go running every day and do a prayer program. And then there was this artist, and talked about how you can pray through art. There was a cartoonist, just kind of different things like that. There's a poetry workshop about it, and writing in a journal. Then we would do workshop for worship, and it was just to teach us like different ways to worship in the ordinary traditional way. We learned like contemporary worship, world worship. We did one night, which was just different languages. We had someone speaking French and someone speaking Spanish. And that was really cool, just the different music too. And then we did, trying to think of another one we did. We did the traditional Episcopalian, which was interesting because most of the people there were Methodist, and so when they went up there for the wine, they were like, oh my gosh. You could see their face when they found out it was your wine. And so that was just kind of the daily routine. We would just kind of learn in the morning and then talk about worship. And then the last day, we actually got to plan our own worship. It was like youth led by us. And that was really cool because we had different groups. We had one group that their job was to decorate the place, and they did a great job. It was really, they decided to do kind of like a wedding theme. So it would be kind of like we're getting married to Christ. But so they decorated it up like a wedding. And then we had one group that did music. We just kind of did a mix between traditional and contemporary. And then we had, I was the group that did the readings. And so we did one reading where it was kind of like a popcorn reading where we were all in different places and we read. It was just kind of cool to see what everyone came up with. But that was pretty much it. It was 25 of us, and so it was a small group of people. We got to know each other pretty well. And the difference between this time and last year is that it was a week long, but it's continuing the whole year. So every once a month, I think it's the Monday, once a month on a Monday, we do like a webcam, and I get to talk to people from my small group. We break up into like 4 little small groups. And so we have like readings that we do every month, and like lectures we're supposed to watch online. I'm behind on one mine, and then we just get together every month and talk about the readings and the lectures and what we're learning. So that was Church Youth Academy. And then EYE, which stands for Episcopal Youth Activities, it was mainly the people in the ECYC, the East Carolina Youth Council, but it was also just other youth in high school in the diocese, and I think it was 17 of us all together with adults too. We had 3 adults that went, 3 from Christ Church in New Bern. One was Emily Gowdy Kennedy. She's the kind of a leader of the ECYC. And so what it is it's a huge, huge event it was over 1,000 young people that were there this time, just from all over the world. They're Episcopalians, and so that was really neat to kind of just see how many Episcopalian youth there are. There were people from Hawaii, people from just like lots of places in Asia. There was someone from the United Kingdom. So it was just kind of neat to like see their views and how we're a lot similar, even though we live like all the way around the world. What we did there was kind of similar to Duke Youth Academy. We do like worship in the morning, but it was way different though, because Duke Youth Academy was like a small group of us in the Duke Chapel, but this was a huge group of us in a basketball arena of the college, and so it was crazy. We were on bleachers and music. They had like a live band, and that was really cool. And then that afternoon we would do like different workshops you could choose. We did 2 a day, and so there were things varying from just kind of learning how to plan like a youth event, like Happening or New Beginnings. And then there would be stuff like for personal, like life after high school with like Christian life. And so I did one of those. It was Young Adult Service Corps. And it just kind of, it talked about what you can do after high school to be involved with the Episcopal Church. And so they have, it's called Young Adult Service Corps. And basically you sign up, you can apply to do this. And it's all paid for after, I think you have to be 21 or older. And you just kind of tell them where your preference is to go, like anywhere around the world. And you tell them what you're interested in, and they'll find like a project for you. And it's not like with a group of people, you'll be like by yourself put here, so it's kind of challenging in that way. But then there's also the Episcopal Church Youth Corps, I think it is. Do you know? Okay. And that one is a group of people, and you're put somewhere, I think it's in the country that you're put somewhere, and you do like mission work. So that was just kind of cool to learn like the different options. Because for me, being a senior, just kind of to know what's out there. We also learned about campus ministry. Like many of the colleges in North Carolina and just other states have campus ministry that you can get involved in. And so it's a really nice opportunity to learn about all those kind of things that are out there. That was, there's also another part of EYE, which is called PYE, and that was the last 3 days of the event. We moved to University of Pennsylvania, and basically what we did was mission work. So it moved from kind of a youth event to a mission trip. And we were in Philadelphia, so we kind of worked downtown Philadelphia at the Church of the Advocate was what it's called. And we did just kind of different things like Donna was talking about, sort of similar to yours. We did, some people worked at Vacation Bible School. Some people were painting outside. One group they were kind of redoing a building, one of the upstairs buildings. They were painting, destroying things, just kind of stuff like that. I worked with the prayer station group, so I got to, we set up prayer stations all around the church, which was really cool. Because when you say mission work, it's not what I expected at all, but it was really interesting to come up with. Because Church of the Advocate is, they have paintings all around the church. They're African American based, and to kind of talk about freedom, and so we got to pick prayer stations that went along with it, and it was really cool. Another group was an interview group. They walked around the neighborhood and interviewed people, just kind of talking about the Church of the Advocate and what their role is in the community, and it was really nice.
Do you have any questions? One thing, if you get an opportunity, go look on YouTube, EYE 2014. There's a wonderful bunch of music videos from their worship services. Remember what the name of the band is? Okay, it's really good. If you get a chance, YouTube, EYE 2014. Any questions? Okay. Any questions for Donna that you didn't get answered earlier? Wow, this is quite